Looking to spice up your dishes? John Willoughby, executive editor of Gourmet magazine, is here to introduce us to some unusual spices this morning. Good to see you, Doc.
Good morning. Nice to see
you. Good to have you back. Good to have you back. Now let's talk about some of these spices you have out here. Well, what is this one over here?
This is star anise. It's from China, and it's one of the spices in Chinese 5-spice powder, which is what you may have tasted.
Sure.
It's used in slow-cooked meat dishes in Chinese cuisine, also Indian curries.
Wow, you really can smell it.
It's licorice. It's got a licorice flavor.
Big time, big
Very
time, big
sweet.
time. Yeah.
Today we use it in a French onion soup, and then this is a winter salad. It's just oranges,
citrus fruit.
Yep,
right?
Oranges and grapefruits.
And did you ground it up in there a little bit, or
no? We just steeped it in sugar and water and then poured it over. It's really good steeped in liquids. Works well that way.
That is awesome.
Yeah, good,
that's totally rocking. And it's not too weird. It's not overwhelming.
No, it's just a little subtle. And you can put these in any kind of stew you're making or braised dish, or it's great in poaching liquid for fruit. A lot of different uses. Just toss a couple in and see how it goes.
And are they easily available?
Yeah,
Are we going to find these in any market?
Pretty much any supermarket.
Okay, all right. And what do we have here?
This is cardamom, which is an Indian spice, and you'll have tasted it in Indian curries. It also, for some reason, appears in a lot of Scandinavian breads and pastries.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's also in pilafs.
Right.
So this is a very warm spice. It's very floral, very aromatic. Just still taste. It's good to grind it up in a mortar and pestle.
Interesting.
And it's got that very warm, very floral.
Wow.
We used it in spice cookies.
Right.
Some little spice cookies here, and also in waffles. These are our sour cream waffles, which so they come out very floral and aromatic, really tasty. A little bit different.
It's not the same as the name as the character from South Park. It's cardamom.
Cardamom.
Not cardamom. Okay. I just want to make sure. All right.
So,
all right. And so we have a big meal that we're getting ready to...
We have a big production here. These are short ribs, which we've cooked with juniper berries. The juniper berries are actually tiny little pine cones from junipers, which grow in Northern Europe. And you will recognize perhaps the taste of gin, because this is what is used to flavor gin.
Is that right?
That's right. Just see if you.
Well, every day you learn something you weren't aware of before. I'm just so impressed by that. Now, okay, how would you incorporate juniper berries, though, into a big meal?
Okay, what we've done is we browned some short ribs, and then we have some aromatic vegetables cooking here, and we're just going to take a couple tablespoons of the chopped juniper berries and put them in there.
Pop them in there like that?
We're just going to cook these for 5 or 6 minutes, then we put a little red wine in, and then when that's mostly boiled away, we put in a bunch of chicken stock, put the short ribs back in there, and cook it for 4 hours. So you end up with very, very tender, fall off the bone meat.
Ooh,
and it's got, these juniper berries have a kind of evergreen flavor. They're a little bit like pine. They've also got some citrus overtaste.
So how long have these...
These have been cooking for 4 hours.
They have.
So I'm going to give you some mashed potatoes here.
Oh,
we need a little bed to put these on.
Yeah. You don't mind if... Oh, it is. It's
go right ahead.
Fall off the bone.
Yeah. It's time for winter dishes, so we thought we'd do something hearty. And the juniper berries really, they add kind of freshness to it. So whenever you're doing a rich meat dish, try a little juniper berry.
Okay, this really, really looks good. And just to review here then, so we used the anise on the citrus. Right? And what did you do to prepare that?
We just put some sugar and water together with a few of the anise and boiled it for about 10 minutes actually, until the flavor of the anise gets into the liquid, and then you put it on top of the citrus.
And how do you use it in the French onion soup?
In the French onion soup, we just took a few, and as the liquid was boiling for the soup, we just let it steep in there. It's very good steeped in liquid so that the flavor gets throughout the liquid.
Really rocking. And how with the waffles?
With the waffles, we just took the cardamom powder and put some in right into the batter.
Wow, what a fun food. And what'd you put in the cookies?
Cardamom. Cardamom is great in cookies. Anytime you're making something with white flour, bread, or a pastry, put in a teaspoon of cardamom. It'll add a whole new dimension to it. Oh,
man. This was so great. This is absolutely brilliant. Doc, as always, a pleasure. Thank you so much. Juniper berries, who knew? For these recipes and more, head to our website at earlyshow.cbsnews.com.